Hey everyone, and welcome back. Time for another deep dive.
Always exciting.
This time we're going to be tackling making money online, specifically with Etsy and print on demand.
Yeah, it's a hot topic, lots of buzz.
It really is, and it sounds kind of too good to be true, right? Designing your own products, selling them, but you don't have to deal with inventory or shipping. Sounds like a dream.
Well, we're here to break it all down, separate the hype from the reality.
Exactly.
And I gotta say, there is a lot of potential here.
Okay, so let's start with like the basics. What exactly is print on demand? Like, why is this such a game changer for, creative types who want to start a business?
Okay, so print on demand or POD, it's basically a business model where, you design the product, but a third-party company, they're the ones who do the actual printing, the packaging, the shipping.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so think like t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, phone cases, all that stuff, but with your own designs.
Oh, that's cool. So I don't have to have like boxes of merchandise piling up in my living room. I could just focus on the fun stuff, the designing, and let someone else handle the rest.
Exactly. No upfront inventory costs, no packing boxes at 2 a.m.
Okay, that sounds amazing. But doesn't this mean that I'm like giving up control over the quality of the products?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's why choosing a reputable print-on-demand partner is like really important.
Okay.
Places like Printful and Printify, they're known for having good quality products and reliable service. And, you can always order samples just to like double check,
Smart.
read reviews, compare prices, all that.
Okay, so due diligence is key. Got it. Now let's talk Etsy. Why is Etsy such a good platform for this?
Well, Etsy's kind of the place for people looking for, unique stuff, handmade, personalized items. And with like over 90 million active buyers, there's a built-in audience just waiting for those creative products.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there's some competition too, right?
Of course, there's always competition. That's where finding your niche comes in.
Right. So instead of trying to be everything to everyone, it's better to like focus on a specific target market.
Exactly. So say you're like really into anime, you could design anime merch, right? Or if you're, I don't know, a dog lover, you could do products just for pet owners.
I love that. So you're tapping into a passion, but there's also like a market demand there.
Exactly, you get it. And even within that niche, you can still be creative.
That's cool. So, all right, let's say I've got my niche. I've found my print-on-demand partner. I'm feeling inspired. Like, what are the steps? How do I actually set up my shop and get my products listed on Etsy?
It's actually easier than you think. First, you got to create an Etsy account and, set up your preferences.
Okay.
Choose a shop name, but don't stress too much. You can change it later. And just add your billing info.
Okay, so far so good. Then what?
Then connect your print-on-demand partner. The companies like Printful, Printify, they make this really easy. And be upfront with your customers that you're using a production partner.
Oh, right. Transparency is key. Okay.
Etsy's got rules about that.
Makes sense. Now let's get to the good stuff, the designs. Where do I even begin?
Well, this is where you get to shine. Think about your target audience. What do they like? Bold graphics, minimalist, funny stuff.
So I need to like know my audience.
Yeah. And your print-on-demand partner, they'll have a whole catalog of products to choose from. T-shirts, mugs, tote bags, all that. You can upload your own designs or like use their design tools.
Oh, cool. So I could literally have a world's best cat mom mug ready to sell in a few hours.
You could, but before you hit that publish button, there are a few things to keep in mind.
Like what?
Okay, first, make sure your designs are good quality, visually appealing. Use nice mock-ups, maybe take some photos of samples.
Makes sense.
Second, you want to write good product descriptions, highlight the features, the benefits, make people want to buy it.
Okay.
And lastly, don't forget SEO. Use the right keywords so people can actually find your stuff when they're searching on Etsy.
Right. Keywords, keywords, keywords. Okay, so I've got my shop set up, designs ready to go, SEO keywords are in place. What's the final step?
I always recommend doing a test purchase.
Oh, interesting.
Order one of your own products, go through the whole experience as a customer would. You can check the quality, the packaging, shipping time.
Yeah.
Just make sure everything's running smoothly.
Smart. Okay, so test runs a success. I'm ready to launch my Etsy empire. What happens next? Do I just like sit back and wait for the orders to roll in?
Not quite. Launching is just the beginning. Now you got to market and promote your product.
Right.
But before we get into all that, I think it's helpful to see how other people have made this work.
Oh yeah, for sure. Success stories always inspiring.
Exactly. So first up, we have Emily Odio Sutton.
Okay.
She's a former educator who turned her Etsy print-on-demand side hustle into a six-figure business.
Wait, 6 figures from Etsy? Seriously?
Seriously.
Wow.
She paid off like $20,000 in student loan debt with the profits. And she's even funded family vacations.
Okay, color me impressed. What's her secret? How did she do it?
Niche targeting. She focuses on the gift market,
Oh, okay.
creates designs people want to buy for special occasions, holidays, and she sells both physical print-on-demand products and digital downloads, so she's got multiple income
Oh,
streams.
that's smart. But, let's talk numbers for a second. Six figures in sales is amazing, but what's she actually keeping after all the expenses?
Well, she said her profit margin's around 30%, so on, say, like $220,000 in sales,
Wow, that's
her profit would be about $66,000.
that's incredible. Proof that you can really build a successful income with SC and print on demand. But what about like someone who's not necessarily, in it just for the money? What if it's more of a passion project?
Oh, we've got a story for that too.
Okay, who is it?
Meet Janina Rossiter, an artist who created her shop to promote ocean conservation.
Oh, wow.
She designs all these beautiful ocean-themed products like art prints, tote bags, beach har, even hats.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not just about selling, it's about raising awareness, building a community.
I love that. It's turning a passion into a business, making an impact. What advice does she have?
She really stresses authenticity and finding your niche. Be authentic, be honest, she says. Find what you love and go for it. She also says growth might be slow, but if you build genuine connections and stay true to your mission, that's what leads to long-term success.
So true. It's not always about like overnight success. It's about building something that feels good, that resonates. Okay, so we've got these incredible success stories, but let's get real for a minute. What can someone realistically expect to earn when they're starting out?
Yeah, it's important to have realistic expectations. Those six-figure stories, they don't happen overnight. On average, new FC sellers, they're making like $300 to $1,000 a month in revenue when they first start.
Okay, so it's a good starting point, but it's not like a get-rich-quick scheme. What are some of the things that like influence how much someone can earn?
It depends on like how many products you have listed, how well you found your niche, the quality of your designs, and how much effort you put into marketing and promotion.
So a lot of factors.
Yeah.
What about those Etsy sellers we see on social media? Those who are like, I made 5 figures this month. Is that even real?
I mean, some sellers definitely make good money on Etsy, but those are usually the exceptions. A more realistic picture of a successful shop, you're probably looking at like $40,000 to $50,000 a year in sales.
Okay, so aim high but stay grounded. Now let's talk about profit margins because we know how much these shops are selling, but what are they actually keeping after expenses?
Right, that's the important part.
Yeah,
Profit margin is the percentage of your sale price that's pure profit, after you subtract all the costs. The base cost of the product, the printing fee, Etsy's fees, and any other expenses.
so it's not as simple as like, okay, I sold this for $20, so I made $20.
Right.
There's like more to it.
Exactly. And a common target for e-commerce businesses is like a 30% profit margin.
Okay, so if I sell a t-shirt for $20, I ideally want to make about $6 profit after everything?
Yep, that's the goal. But keep in mind, there are several things that can affect those margins.
Oh, like what?
Etsy takes a cut of each sale, right?
Right.
There are listing fees, transaction fees, payment processing fees. All that can add up to about 20 to 25% of your product price.
Oh, wow.
Then there are the production costs from your print-on-demand partner, and those vary depending on the product and the provider.
Okay, so I need to factor in those Etsy fees right from the start.
Absolutely. It's not just about covering the cost of the product, it's about covering those fees and still making a profit.
Got it.
And don't forget about marketing and advertising costs. Those can eat into your profits too if you're not careful.
That's true. So it sounds like pricing is a whole strategy in itself.
Oh, definitely.
It's not just about slapping a design on a t-shirt and hoping for the best.
It's about knowing your costs, pricing effectively, choosing the right products and niches.
Okay, so speaking of products and niches, let's talk about like the areas where people are making the most money in print on demand. What are the hot ticket items?
Well, wall art and home decor always does well.
Okay,
Things like canvas prints, posters, tapestries, they have high perceived value, so you can charge more and get better profit margins.
makes sense. People are willing to spend more on things for their home. It's an investment.
Exactly. And believe it or not, stickers are really profitable.
Stickers. Really?
Yeah, production costs are low, people buy them in bulk, and shipping's cheap.
Huh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have thought of that. Okay, what else?
Phone cases are another good one. Broad appeal, base costs are low, and people love to personalize their phones.
Yeah, phone cases are like a classic. What other product categories are worth checking out?
Tote bags and accessories are always popular. Useful, fashionable, and not too expensive to produce, especially if you're targeting a specific niche.
I love that. Combining like everyday items with neat designs. So what other strategies can help with maximizing profits when we're choosing products?
Personalization is huge.
Yeah,
Offering custom options, adding names, dates, really unique designs, it increases the value and you can charge more.
definitely. And it makes the gift more special.
Exactly. Another interesting thing is combining trends. Like one shop found success merging anime art with streetwear clothing. They tapped into two hot trends and created something unique.
Smart. It's all about thinking outside the box. So before we move on, are there any specific products trending on Etsy right now?
Custom t-shirts are always popular.
Of course.
But lately, candles with custom labels, personalized cosmetic bags, mugs, frame-into posters, those have been doing really well.
So it's not just clothes, it's like home goods and gifts too. That's cool. Okay, so we've covered a lot. Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up this part of our deep dive?
Remember, it's not just about finding the right products, it's about quality and creativity. Even if you pick the perfect product, if the design's not good or the quality isn't there, it won't sell.
Yeah, that's true. So it's finding that balance, low production cost, but high perceived value, and something people actually want to buy.
Exactly.
Well said.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're feeling ready to really dive into Etsy marketing.
Oh, I'm always ready to talk about this stuff, especially when it comes to, getting creative and making those sales.
Absolutely.
But before we jump into all the specific strategies and tactics, I think it's important to talk about customer
Oh,
service.
yeah, customer service. It's so important.
It really is. I mean, especially in the online world where, first impressions are everything. And those reviews, they can really make or break you. So providing top-notch customer service is super important.
For sure. And, especially with print on demand, you're relying on your partner to handle a lot of that. So you're basically trusting them to represent your brand.
Right. It's like they're an extension of your business. So how do we make sure our customers are not only happy with the products, but with the whole experience?
Well, it starts with picking a print on demand partner that has a good reputation. Read reviews, compare services, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, about their production process and their customer support policies.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so vetting those partners is key. But what about when things go wrong? Because let's face it, things happen. Orders get delayed. Maybe a product has a misprint. How do we deal with those situations?
That's where, really great customer service comes in. Communicate clearly with your customers, offer solutions, go above and beyond to fix the problem.
Right, it's about turning a negative into a positive, showing them that you care.
Yeah, sometimes a sincere apology and a quick resolution, that's all it takes to turn a frustrated customer into a loyal one.
Yeah, word of mouth is powerful. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about the more proactive side of marketing. What are some good ways to get your Etsy shop and products seen by the right people?
Okay, so first, make sure your shop is visual appealing, easy to use, high quality photos, videos to showcase your products, good product descriptions, clear categories.
So basically, think of your Etsy shop as your online storefront. It needs to be inviting.
Exactly. And don't forget social media.
Oh, of course.
Create profiles for your shop on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. Use them to share your products, behind the scenes stuff, engage with people.
Yeah, it's about building relationships, not just posting and ghosting.
Right. And experiment with different content formats. Try reels, stories, live videos. Keep things interesting.
I love that. It keeps things fresh. Okay, what about paid advertising? Is it worth it to invest in ads on Etsy or social media?
Paid ads can be really helpful, especially when you're just starting out. Etsy has promoted listings, so you can pay to have your stuff show up higher in search results.
Oh, so it's like giving your listings a boost.
Yeah, and places like Facebook and Instagram have really specific targeting options.
Oh, interesting.
So you can make sure your ads are seen by the people who are most likely to be interested in what you're selling.
Smart. Okay, so paid ads can work, but you got to be strategic, track your results, make sure you're getting a return on your
For
investment.
sure. Don't just throw money at ads without a plan. Set a budget, target your audience, watch your campaigns carefully.
It's all about making data-driven decisions. Now let's talk about email marketing. I feel like that's something people don't always think about.
Oh, email marketing is super valuable.
Okay, good.
It's a great way to stay connected with your customers, promote new stuff, sales, offer a little something to get people to sign up for your email list.
Yeah, like a discount code or something?
Exactly. And then send regular newsletters with interesting content, special offers, maybe some behind-the-scenes stuff.
It's like creating a VIP club for your best customers.
Yeah, something like that. And don't forget to personalize those emails. Use their names. Send them things they're actually interested in.
Right, no more generic mass emails. Okay, speaking of personalization, I love the idea of offering custom products or design services.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's taking it to the next level. Tell me more about that.
So a lot of print-on-demand platforms let you offer custom options, adding names, dates, unique designs based on what people want.
Oh, cool.
It makes your products more valuable and taps into that, like, desire for something unique.
Right. So instead of just selling a world's best dog dad mug, I could offer to add their dog's name or a custom illustration.
Exactly. And that level of personalization, it creates a connection, makes it more likely they'll love it and tell their friends about your shop.
It's all about creating those like memorable moments that turn shoppers into fans. What else? What other tips do you have?
Don't underestimate the power of storytelling.
Oh, interesting.
Sharing your brand's story, your inspiration, the impact your business has, even on your own life or the community. People love to connect with brands that have a purpose.
So it's not just about the product, it's about the story behind it.
Yeah, and show the human side of your business, behind the scenes, peeks at your design process, your workspace, your life as a creative person.
I love that. Makes it feel more real, more authentic. Okay, so as we wrap up this marketing deep dive, what are like the most important things you want our listeners to remember?
Okay, first, be patient. Building a business takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results right away.
Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Exactly. And marketing is an ongoing thing. You don't just set it up and forget about it. Keep trying new things, watch your results, adjust your approach.
It's about being flexible and staying current.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And most importantly, have fun.
Oh yeah,
Running a business should be enjoyable. If you're not passionate about it, it'll show.
love that reminder. Okay, so as we move to our final segment, I want to challenge our listeners to think about like what really gets their creative heart pumping.
It's time to tap into those unique talents, those passions, those ideas.
Okay, so we've talked about setting up your Etsy shop, getting those products listed. We've heard from people who are actually out there, crushing it. We've even talked about marketing. But there's one last thing I want to leave you with.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Imagine Etsy as like this massive online marketplace. Millions of shoppers browsing, looking for unique stuff.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
So think about this. What's missing? What are those shoppers not finding? What products, designs, stories are just waiting to be shared?
I like that. It's like, what's that one thing that you, specifically you, can bring to the table?
Exactly. And the thing is, Etsy makes it possible for anyone to do this.
It really does.
It doesn't matter if you're a professional artist or, just someone with a cool idea and a lot of passion.
Yeah, it's a level playing field. If you're creative and you're willing to put in the work, you can make it happen.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Etsy and print on demand, I just want to say, take that leap. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Go for it. The world needs more creativity.
It really does. And you never know. Maybe your story will be the next one we featured here on the deep dive.
That would be awesome. We love hearing about people who are following their passions.
That's it for today's deep dive. We hope you found it helpful, inspiring, and maybe even, gave it that little push to get started.
Yeah, we really hope you're feeling motivated to, get out there and start creating.
And if you're ready to jump into your own Etsy adventure, we've actually put together a free resource guide.
Oh, yeah.
It's full of all the tips, tools, and resources we talked about today. So think of it as like your Etsy cheat sheet.
Your roadmap to success.
Exactly. And don't forget to join our online community. Share your progress, ask questions, connect with other creators. We all in this together.
That's right. We're here to support you every step of the way.
So until next time, keep learning, keep creating, and keep diving deep into those amazing possibilities out there.
See you on the next adventure.